Alright, so welcome to Fusion 360. Fusion 360 is a computer-aided design program, and I use it to make all my random garbage that I eventually 3D print. So what we are going to do is we are going to make a simple thing to print out that is very near and dear to me. It's the state flag of Alabama. So, beginning with a quick overview of everything. This is the ribbon. You can create a sketch. You can extrude a sketch. You can do all this stuff. I only learned how to use this stuff in my engineering class. This is useful. This is useful. It lets you project images. This is useful, and this is useful. Some of the stuff down here is useful, I guess. And then some of the stuff down here is useful. This stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff. Don't use it. We don't use it. So, let's begin with a sketch. Now, the standard ratio of any flag is 2 by 3. So for every 2 inches you have in height, you have 3 inches in length. Now, we could go ahead and just painstakingly do this line by line, but I think you may have seen this earlier. I selected the two-plane rectangle tool. So from this origin point, we are going to do 2 inches in height, and then 3 in length. Now we didn't get it exactly right, which lets me demonstrate this. You can just lock it and set it, and it won't go anywhere. Okay, we now have a rectangle. Congratulations. Now we are going to go ahead and extrude this to make it a physical body, and I always do 1/10 of an inch. Okay, we have that now. And I guess just for visual clarity, I'm going to just add some appearances. So, paint. We're going to go with white paint, or gray paint, whatever, doesn't matter, as long as it's visually. Oh, that was the gray paint. Okay, where's the white? Okay, here's the white paint. Let's put the white paint on. Remove, I guess, and here we go. Now I have a proper color. We're then going to use the sketch tool again, and we're going to put it on this plane right here. Now, I'll just be honest with you. We're going to use construction lines. It gives a great sense of midpoints like here, and midpoints like here. Now, I suppose to start this, we'll go ahead and select 2 points that are parallel to each other. So I guess here. Yep. That looks about right. So we're going to have this, and then we're going to have this. Doesn't look right. I guess we'll go back to using construction lines again to get the midpoint of each line we'll be doing. Sorry, I'm kind of looking for the right terminology here. But, okay. And I guess just to go ahead and think about the proper width of these lines. So I don't know the regulation width of the flag of Alabama, so we're just going to freestyle it and see what we get. Let's switch off of the construction line, and we are now doing normal lines. Now construction lines are basically just normal lines, but it's different somehow. So I feel like this corner right here is a good place to start. So Yeah, this feels pretty alright if you ask me. It is proportional to what I want. Now, honestly, we don't have to really worry about everything. We don't have to stress about it, because we have a secret tool that I'll show in a second when I inevitably screw up. Yeah, I think I screwed up already. So in that case, let's see. We'll see, and then we'll get back to what we were doing. Honestly, I probably should have used a reference image for this. So, let's do that. Okay. That's the wrong one. That's not the right one. They'll tell you it is, but it's not. This will do. Save image as. And then we use this, the canvas button. We then do insert from my computer. We scroll all the way down. Should be good. And then we select the plane, and here we go. Well, that's lucky. It actually matched perfectly. So what we can do is trace, and this is how I basically made a lot of mine. I hate to say it, I got one of these images, I got a reference image, and I just used the canvas function. So beginning from this point, we'll say, to this point, we'll say, and then from this point to this point. Okay, that looks pretty good. It isn't perfect, but it is good for what we were doing. And then we will do the same from this point to this point, and I guess this point, maybe. It doesn't really matter, but some people will say it does. To here. Okay. So we now have this. I'm wondering why I'd only draw half of it. Well, you know what? Let me tell you. See, there is a function in Fusion 360 called the mirror function. If you mirror something along the center line, in this case, or the mirror line, not the center line. Well, in this case, the mirror line is the center line. And select your sketch object. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and ta-da! We did it. Now, we are good to go. We are good to check. And that looks pretty good, if you ask me. However, we still have to extrude it, which, in this case, I'm shift-clicking to select both options, putting 0.1 inches, which is my standard amount, and let's just color this red. for visual clarity. There we go. Now, that looks pretty good if you ask me. Let's print it. Well, I mean, not print it, but more like get it to print, or ready to print. So we'll do File, 3D Print, select this object, and it exports as a 3MF, a 3D modeling file. Now, we could send it to our print utility, which is a custom print utility, and I have it set up for my printers utility, and an STL is the other form you can do. And we'll just do this because it's easier that way, and I don't have to go in the files for it. So yes. Okay, we won't let that close. Actually, it is on the printer already, so we'll go ahead and close it. Oh wait, this is the setup, but you know what? We'll just go ahead and do it. No harm, no foul. I have everything saved anyways, so we'll be fine. Or not. So we'll do it the other way. File, 3D print, not custom, well, not print utility. We'll do export, 3MF, select our object, and we'll name it Alabama, save, and then we will look in our downloads, Alabama.3MF. Nope. Where is the open with? Oh, it's right there. I'm blind. Gotta clean my glasses or something. No. Where is it? Oh, that's a problem. Okay, well, looks like we're gonna have to run this again for some reason. Just click through like you always do. I have all this stuff saved. Really doesn't matter. I sure hope this thing is recording audio. I think it is. Let's check. Hi everyone. How are you today? And then I think we're good. So we're going to go back to what we're doing, which is, in this case, getting this thing ready to 3D print. Yeah, this is usually the right option, because Body 2 is usually a STL file used by Fusion 360, or you could just save them as a F3D file, Fusion 360 design. But I'm rambling. So we have all of these from earlier. A new no, I don't. Create new. Well, you know what? We don't even need to create a new project. We go back to the folder. We click this. We shut this one because I don't want to see this. And then we get. No, I don't. Stop that. And then we get to the fun part, painting. Painting is essentially defining filament, and I don't have a filament defined for this one. I don't know why I have two blue filaments. Let's change the blue one to a red one by doing this. You click this, you pick out your shade, and this, no, it's purple. In this case, it'd be, that's about right, I'd say. And then you can either paint it with this, or with this. And what do you know? Now the rest of this can remain white since it's only a very simple flag, but I guess if you really wanted to and prevent, color changing and all that waste of time, you could just, what's the word I'm looking for here? Click around a bit and ooh, you'd have to manually color that part, which wouldn't be too bad. It's only a very small strip. Or you could just leave the edges white. Doesn't really matter. Oh, it really would be a pain if you... Okay, so I guess we'll do the manual. Oop. No red bottom, no red where it doesn't belong. Circle, sphere, triangle. Triangles are usually just if you're operating with a STL, because those are made entirely of triangles. Okay, I'm using the wrong color again. Good work. That's too small. So instead, there really is no good way of going about it. But if I did this properly, you would have been able to click on all these and color them right. But you know what? It doesn't matter, so... it's nothing crazy. And you would then just preview. So this is ours. Doesn't it look nice? This is automatically defined. This is where all the color changes happen. So you have to change out the filament, so it just prints it in the corner. And this takes 2 hours because I didn't color change it right, and all my settings are kind of weird. So let's lower the quality a bit. We're gonna do that by changing this to a different nozzle size, and then going to the standard size and then slicing it. See, 35 minutes, and you're not even losing that much detail. And you know you would send this to a printer for a print operation, but you know, we're not going to do that because I've already got something going. So there you go. There's your crash course in designing and 3D printing the way I do it. Thank you for listening to my horrible rambling, and this is an 18-minute long video. So we'll just go ahead and cut this off here.